All right. Well, it's Louder with Crowder, man. I I love your guys' show, dude, but I just wish you wouldn't be so goddamn judgmental, man. Like there is no culture inferior to ours. You realize it's just different, dude. Now, whether you want to sit on your soapbox and preach as if you know better, I mean, dude, come on. You guys call yourself Christians, and yet you make fun of other people's prophets and make fun of just sit there as if you're Yeshua himself. And, or, well, no, actually, you sit there as if you're the Pharisees and cast judgment on people that you see beneath you. Okay? That's what you are right now. That's a heretic. That's heretical, you know? And quite frankly, some preachers need to put your ass in your place. And I don't know if how much you know about India, but I would dare you to read the Bhagavad Gita, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the the Indian Vedas. It's a lot of reading in the Vedas, but it's a lot of reading for the other ones too. But well worth it. Um, these are just some amazing stories. And the Rig Veda, the Vedas are written just like the Bible. Same verbiage, exactly. Thou shalt do this. Thou shalt not do that. Blah blah. All of it. It's all there. Explain that to me. Explain to me how that is subpar to your culture. You don't know shit about them people, man. Just because they do some different things that we do. Look, I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying I'm going to run around and be a Hindu. Okay, not going to do it. I'm going to stick with my dude Yeshua. Okay, but and I'm also going to try to be like him if I can. Just try to think like him. And man, y'all need to fucking get it together, man. Because I'm telling you, man. Look, yeah, you should read that too. Because you'll find a lot of the things Jesus says in that book as well. And that is the compendium of the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, the Atlantean priest king. And and there's a lot of things in there that sound a lot like Jesus. Now, I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm just saying they sound alike. It's pretty amazing. And I would recommend you read this. Okay. It's amazing stuff. A lot of weird stuff in there. And this as well. This one's for you, Gerald. Right here, buddy. Let me tell you what's in here. The book of Jubilees, the book of Jasher, and then in section 2, we have the Apocalypse of Abraham and the Apocalypse of Thomas, which apocalypse just means unveiling. It's the same thing as Revelation. Apocalypse is Greek, Revelation is Latin, but they mean the same thing, unveiling. And the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. And I would beg you to read the Gospel of the Holy 12, because you're going to find out Jesus went to India, my dude, and he learned Reiki healing and he learned reincarnation and meditation. Okay? Some amazing stuff in there, man. It's amazing. Just it's mind blowing. Uh, Sneak preview. Joey L. Burns Abraham's houses or Abraham's father Terah burns his house down with him in it. It's like, oh yeah, don't worry about that, man. He was worshiping shit that it wasn't cool. So we just burn him alive and bring us a goat and a chicken and a pig and blah blah blah, and bring for sacrifices, and also bring a turtle dove and a pigeon, because you're going to ride that pigeon into the heavens. That's why it's not in there. That's why it's banned from the Bible. Okay, I'm going to tell you, Yahweh, the God of the Bible, is also Yaldabaoth. Okay, which is not a good thing. That's out of the Necronomicon, and they're also Yahweh and all these angels, these 200 angels that came down here and made a pact with each other to do this thing. That's their words, not mine. It's in the Ethiopian Book of Enoch. And that thing was interplanetary kidnapping. Yeah, these guys, these beings are interplanetary gangsters looking for love on all the wrong planets. And this is coming from somebody that I respect these books. Like, I respect them. They're amazing. Okay, the books is not the problem. The fucking people pushing the books are the problem. And you're a part of that problem, my friends, because you're not getting the point. We do have an amazing country, which is not the problem. The people, the part of the problem is the people running the country. Same with them. Same with any dictator around the world, you know? And also, one more thing y'all should read. Nag Hammadi. Amazing stuff in there too. Uh, as a matter of fact, let me read you a little something here, my dude. This is called a dialogue of Noria and Alith. I cannot describe the power of that angel. Its appearance is like fine gold, and its garment is like snow. My mouth simply cannot bear to speak of its power and the appearance of its face. The great angel Alith spoke to me and said, I am understanding. I am one of the four luminaries who stood before the great invisible spirit. Do you think these rulers have power over you? None of them can overpower the root of truth. For on behalf of the root of truth, a figure has appeared in the last days, and these authorities will be restrained, and these authorities cannot defile you or that generation, for your home is with incorruptibility, where the virgin spirit dwells, who is superior to the authorities of chaos and their world. You know, that's what the church calls heresy. Pretty amazing stuff to me. I think it's badass. I'm also reading the Quran, like you guys should do. It's kind of juvenile. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's juvenile, but it's not what you think. So I think you should read it. And then maybe you can actually debate these things instead of just, you know, lashing out at him like a fucking drunk 2-year old. And I'm sorry, man. I respect you guys. I do. I like your show. I think you guys are awesome. But you're getting a little too big for your britches, man. And also read the Hermetica. It's Hermes Trismegistus, aka Thoth, the Atlantean priest king. And also look into ancient Sumeria, because Yahweh is Enlil, a alien from the planet Nibiru. Zachariah Sitchin has about a dozen books on this very topic. They're amazing, well, super detailed. I'm not going to say I believe it wholeheartedly, 100%, but there's a pretty convincing story to be, you know, talked about there. So there you have it. That's my little 10-minute tongue lashing. Um, you know, like I said, I respect you guys. I just wish you wouldn't do that shit. Don't make fun of Muhammad. Don't make fun of other people's cultures. They're not less than ours. They're just fucking different. Okay? End of story. They have plenty of shit to be proud of. We have plenty of shit to be proud of. Just leave it at that, man.